unhomed, unhoused, unbathed, same. Um,
This is crazy.
then he made a space with my baby mother.
Mhm.
He had my daughter involved, and to have a lot of people to have that perception that I don't care about my kid or don't love my
Mhm.
kid, or that really ate me.
We have Damo. Bio says he's a father. He has been a very on and off in individual content creation against recommendations of his podcast mates a lot. Do you agree with that bio, Damo? You have anything to say about that bio?
No,
Okay,
yeah, no, that seems pretty accurate actually.
okay.
That's pretty accurate.
Does, it, does anyone want to comment? Or do you guys look like you have a comment?
We have been telling him to create content, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Okay. Three bullet points. First bullet point. Ask him to explain the Ravion. Am I saying that right? Ravion spaces
Mm, mm,
That is the right pronunciation, though. Yes.
Oh
mm.
and
man, not again.
and how did the Ravion spaces make you feel? Damo, give me some education
My God,
right now.
ISO
What
this
is
one. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
thought was that. I ain't gonna lie.
Alpha, alpha.
ask
All right,
him
man.
to ask him to explain the Ravion spaces and how did the Ravion spaces make you feel? Now,
Um,
give me some background. What's Ravion spaces?
Rivian is an individual who I came in contact with across the
Hmm.
internet,
Hmm.
and just a bunch of toxic banter over the internet that kind of led to a boiling point of a lot of personal business just being put all over the internet by random
Hmm.
groups of people. Um, how did it make me feel?
Hmm.
Initially, you know, when it was just us, just having our disagreements and stuff, and it's fun internet stuff. Uh, then he made a space with my baby mother, and that one, it kind of was super personal.
Hmm.
He had my daughter involved, and just airing out a lot of my stuff with
Hmm.
like personal business with a guy that doesn't really care, and just that perception, and to have a lot of people, even though we got supporters, we got fans and stuff, but to have people to have that perception that I don't care about my kid or don't love my
Hmm.
kid or shit like that, that really ate me because
Yeah.
I know how untrue that is. So that would be the only thing I say killed me out of that. And just come some of the backfires and some of the shit behind the scenes that could have happened, if shit went left instead of right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Mm. Dang, Damo, that sounds very heavy and like it caused a lot of pain. I'm sorry that that happened to you. I mean, any form of bullying, teasing, it doesn't matter how old we are, it's never good. It's never fun, except to the person that's really doing it. So sorry that that incident happened in your life and included your child, which is really wild what people will do and how far they will go to either prove a point or to hurt someone because they don't care about themselves or they don't care about anyone. Super crazy. That's why I'm in this field to try to help where I can. Um, for the people that like know about what happened and just is there anything that you would want anyone to know about that situation? Is there anything else that you would want to say about it or to let people know?
Is the beef
Nothing.
over? That's what I really want to know. Like, you really
Oh,
done?
okay.
Well, Ravion,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't speak on that man, bro.
W Damo. W Damo. W Damo. I would like to personally say that's a lot of growth from such a big man. You understand what I'm saying? That's a lot of growth from such a big man.
Stand on my money now. I'm 6'6". Right.
I'm still 6'5" on my money. I don't know about.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it like that. For Damo to disassociate with a guy that I don't want to rehash anything, but what do you call him? CTE Ravion. I'm glad that that's done. For
Okay. Second bullet
Jesus
point.
Christ.
What made him feel the need to be deep in the comments after podcast? What's meant by that question, Domo?
Um, just the need I feel to just be engraved in the community in the comments, I guess, comes
Mhm.
from the fact that outside of the podcast, on the content creation side, I don't really have an identity like the rest of these guys. Like they can all walk away from the pod and they have, whether it's because they graduated school or they took different avenues that just help them be more successful in whatever they want to do. They have more options than me. Me is literally, when it comes to content creation, at least for how serious I took it, it's podcast or 9 to 5. So
Mm.
the best way I could differentiate myself or stand out, honestly, was
Mhm.
just getting to know people and just being a man of other people. Everyone that watches, everybody that supports us. I mean, it changes my life, changes my kids' life. So the least I can do is interact, talk, intermingle, listen to y'all problems because y'all help prevent other problems in my life. So as much as I can, at least.
Do you catch a lot of like backlash for that from anybody for doing that?
Backlash, nah, not that I could honestly point to and be that I could think of. Nah, not just blatantly that I know about.
I want to say it's backlash. The only thing we really tell you is we think it would be beneficial for you to have your own platform. But that's all as far as at least I
Mhm.
go. I mean, I don't know if y'all have other
That's the
conversations, but
feedback. That's the feedback that you guys kind of give to him that he should start like his own type of platform.
yeah, but it's not like Damo only got the podcast. Like fuck you. Like
Right,
it's not.
right.
Yeah,
damn.
I said it's not like that.
No, but
This
I'm saying
is-
I don't know. I don't think anybody thought it was like that. I don't know.
That'd be dark.
Yeah, I think that ultimately, and we had this conversation today. Like at some point in time, we'll all get to a point where like just reading the comments and reacting and interacting with is just gonna be just too hard.
Mhm.
It's gonna be too
Mm.
hard. So when we get there, we'll address it, I guess.
Okay. Last thoughts is wow. I read these out of order. My bad. Okay. What makes him dislike homeless people so much? Is it bad? Some people say unhoused. Some people say homeless. I just don't want to offend anybody.
I don't think
Just don't
you'll
wanna.
offend any of them people. They can't
Yeah.
watch us right now. But
Yes.
I would say for me, my disdain for the unhomed people comes mostly from just experiences I've had at my job. I work at a gas
Mhm.
station that happens to be in a not so good part of a not so good town that I'm
Mhm.
from, proudly. Shout
Mhm.
out Zion, me and him, biggest Salisbury niggas ever. That's what we do. Yeah,
Hate this
in
dude.
that town, I've had my
I
run-in.
know.
I hate this
I've
dude.
had my run-ins with unhomed people. I've
Mhm.
had certain things said, done, threatened, and attempted to me by unhomed people. And I
Mhm.
just feel when you embrace the unhomed lifestyle, um, waste of space at that point. I'm not saying every person that's unhomed is a problem, but people
Mhm.
who embrace being unhomed people who say,
Mhm.
you know what, my life is this dumpster. Those are the people I don't like because they're arrogant. They
Mhm.
are ungrateful. You give them $10, they ask for 20. You give
Mhm.
them a sandwich, they ask for a meal. It's never nothing too good for them. And how is nothing good for a person with nothing? That's crazy.
Very passionate topic. I can see.
I have a question.
Sage, you don't have to raise your hand, Sage.
Okay.
What would you like to say?
And he knows what I'm gonna ask him.
What is it?
Is walking across the street a part of this lifestyle, Damo? Because I'm not gonna say too much. I don't want to be. I'm not a rat. I don't squeak. But I can say that there were situations where an elderly unhoused was
Mhm.
just walking across the street, and I don't know, like the tone of the car just changed, and Damo
I
was
forgot
in
what
that
happened.
car,
I feel like
and
I know
and
exactly what
I and
happened.
I was in there
and
too. I just forgot what happened.
I mean,
I
Was
can tell you
that?
what happened.
Damo, if you want to describe that, go ahead. But it
So
just the whole shift changed.
one,
He don't
one.
like old people neither though, do he?
I do like some old people, not all of them, but
Shaq don't count, bro.
um, listen. What happened was, you know, we were in Atlanta, you know, doing our thing, and it was my first time really being in Atlanta. So no one told me how terrible Atlanta people drive and how terrible the roads are. So I was a little flustered. I will admit I was a little flustered. We get to a light, and we get to a light, and a unhomed woman decides to gingerly walk across the street. Now, nothing is wrong with gingerly walking across the street, but when you are a person with a up north mentality of mind your business, don't bother me, uh, walking up on the car that I'm driving is going to get the response whether you're unhomed or homed. It doesn't really matter, man or woman. If you walk up on my car unwantedly, and when I'm doing the whole I don't want to give you change thing, you know what you're talking about. You're at the light, you know, they're sitting there, will work for food, and you're just not looking out the window. You're just, that's me letting you know with body language, I'm not giving you nothing. So for you to basically see my body language say I'm not reacting to you and still walk up on my vehicle, I take that as disrespect. And I will say, I did say if I had Starburst, I would throw all the yellow ones at her. That might have been a joke, might have been serious. The world may never know.
You want to tell what you actually did?
You threw
What did he
orange
actually
ones?
do?
Oh, at this point, fuck it. I'm
Look
squeaking.
at
I'm singing.
Omar. He threw
I'm
orange ones.
I'm singing, Yana. Yo, that story's some bullshit. So we stop at the red light. Damo's changing the song. Old lady walks by. We can tell by her attire that she's been homeless. There was no sign. That's line number one. She's just homeless, and she's walking across the street, and then red light pops up. So she's like, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and see if some people gonna give me some money. You feel? So she's walking this way. Damo's facing my way. She's walking this way. Damo, or as he wants to be called, it literally.
Now,
And then when she's too far, hold on, she's too far. This is your car mirror. Get your old ass out the street. And it just rolls.
in my defense,
You said that?
maybe. In my defense, there is also a video that I have and a couple other people in the community have of us at a Waffle House, and a person who I deemed disrespectful walked up on me, and Sage can attest, I gave the same treatment. The stare down, even when they're obviously past me, and we were indoors, I fully turned and everything on camera. So, in all fairness, I treat all acts I deem disrespect the same way.
I will give him that.
And it was not an unhomed person. It was literally a cop. Or
Unhoused.
what we perceived. Unhomed, unhoused, unbathed, same shit.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
But yes, it was a cop. So it's not even a old person unhomed problem. It's a I don't like disrespect problem. At least what I deem as disrespect.
And that's toward anyone. It's not a
Yeah, it's not
population
directed.
thing. That's
Nope,
anybody.
Anybody.
Okay.
I stare at babies if they stare at me too long. I'm who you looking at? Like
Damo, it's a baby.
I'm petty. Hey, look somewhere
Is
else.
that something that you want to change about yourself?
My competitiveness. I feel like I'm too competitive.
That's what makes you stare down babies?
Yeah, I can't back down. I can't back down. I felt like when I was in third grade, I had something happen to me. So when I went to sleep and something happened, when I went to third grade, when I was in third grade, something happened, and I didn't do anything. And I went home that night and I went to sleep, and I remember staring at the ceiling, and I felt like a bitch. And I told myself ever since then, I'm never gonna let myself feel like a bitch. So it doesn't matter if it's an old person, a person my age, man, woman, or a baby. I'm not backing down because I don't want to feel like a bitch. Too competitive.
All right, Kobe. Damn. I'll fuck with that.
That's valid though. When we go through things, whether we're in the third grade or undergrad or grad school, any sort of experience that our brain and our body deems as traumatic, we're going to respond to it in that way for a very long time until we untangle it, until we resolve it, until we process it, until we deal with it, basically. Feel it to heal it. Um, Thank you, Damo, for your honesty when answering the
For sure.
questions.
Thank you.